Hello, you're kicking off the Thursday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with Milichi and again the headlines. Vietnam and China to boost cooperation in aviation agriculture. Vietnam-France hold abroad driving training for UN peacekeepers. Vietnam boosts OCOP product exports to global markets. On November the 6th in Kunming, China, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính met with his Cambodia counterpart Hun Manet. The two leaders expressed their delight at the development of the traditional friendship and comprehensive cooperation of the two countries in recent times and applauded the two countries' regular maintenance of high-level visits. They agreed to strengthen defense security cooperation, closely work together to fight hostile forces plots to sabotage the countries' relations, encourage and facilitate investment and business activities of the two countries' enterprises, and strive to raise bilateral trade to $20 billion in the near future. The two sides agreed to increase exchanges and meetings between young leaders and young people of the countries to deepen mutual understanding and trust. The Prime Ministers underlined the historical significance and value of the Vietnam-Cambodia-Laos relations, knowing that cooperation mechanisms among the three countries will be maintained for the sake of the country's people, as well as peace, stability and development in the region and the world. As part of his trip to attend the 8th Greater Mekong Sub-Region Summit and bilateral activities in China, on November the 6th, Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had meetings with leading Chinese enterprises operating in the aviation and agricultural sectors in Kunming City, Yunnan Province. He noted that the friendly neighborliness, comradeship and fraternity between Vietnam and China are developing fruitfully, providing an important cornerstone for their enterprises to enhance connections. He also called on the Chinese firms to boost connectivity, exchanges and collaboration in Vietnam via concrete projects. At the meeting with leaders of the most aircraft corporation of China, limited, OCOP in short, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính spoke highly of OCOP's achievements in researching and developing modern commercial aircraft. He requested cooperation in operating more areas in Vietnam and those between the two countries by helping Vietnam with science technology development and aerospace exploitation to serve national development. Deputy General Manager of OCOP said Vietnam is a large and potential market. OCOP has been engaging in-depth technical discussions with VietJet to put its aircraft into use in the country, thus turning the OCOP-VietJet partnership into a new model and a bright spot in transport cooperation between the two countries. The OCOP's leader hoped that the Vietnamese government could continue to facilitate the cooperation between VietJet and OCOP, soon realizing the wishes of the leaders of the two countries. The same day, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính received chairman of the Kunming International Floral Unction Trading Center Company Limited, or KIFA in short. KIFA is one of the world's leading enterprises operating on flower unctions, building flower standards, developing and promoting new varieties, as well as providing such services as market information, technical services, financial services, logistics services, holding the effective investment in business cooperation activities that KIFA has achieved in the past time. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính highlighted the abundant land resources and cool climate all year round in the northern Midland and mountainous region, as well as the north-central region of Vietnam that are favorable for many high-end flower varieties. With a population of more than 100 million, Vietnam has a large demand for flowers and ornamental plants. On November the 6th at Gia Lâm Airport, the location of the second Vietnam International Defense Expo, Senior Lieutenant General Phùng Sĩ Tấn, Double Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army, head of the Organizing Committee of the Vietnam International Defense Expo 2024, chaired a conference reviewing the preparation work. According to functional agencies, to date, the indoor space of the infrastructure serving the expo has been completed and handed over to contractor to carry out the decoration part. It is reported that some 140 companies from 26 countries have responded to participate in the indoor exhibition, and 3 countries will participate in the outdoor exhibition. At the conference, Jonathan urged relevant agencies and units to work closely with each other to finalize plans for display and product promotion. He also asked the expo subcommittees to regularly review the implementation of assigned tasks, ensuring compliance with requirements and set goals, and making the highest efforts to guarantee the success of the event. On the morning of November 6 at the National Military Training Center No. 4, the Military Training Department under the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army inspected the training results of coaches and athletes participating in the 32nd ASEAN Army's Rifle Meet in the Philippines next week. After being evaluated in the 5 contents of rifle, carbine, men's pistol, women's pistol, and machine gun shooting, the coaches and athletes were asked to strengthen their personal skills and willpower, master shooting contents with increasing difficulty. During the competition abroad, the Vietnam People's Army shooting team is determined to achieve the highest results, maintain strict discipline, and actively participate in action activities, contributing to strengthening the relationship and solidarity among the militaries of ASEAN countries. During its visit to exchange with the Korean Coast Guard on the morning of November 6, the Vietnam Coast Guard and the Korean Coast Guard organized a joint search and rescue exercise at sea. As the scenario went during the joint patrol mission in international waters, the Vietnam Coast Guard and the Korean Coast Guard found a ship with signs of law violations. Sailors on board jumped into the sea to escape. The 2 forces jointly carried out search and rescue operations, provided first aid, and put the suspects on boats for further handling. Through the joint exercise, both sides have battled their interoperability while increasing information exchange, command capability, force and means deployment, and case handling capacity, thus contributing to improving the law enforcement capacity at sea of the 2 forces. Vietnam and France have partnered for the first time to train Vietnamese officers in off-road driving for UN peacekeeping deployments to difficult areas such as South Sudan, the Central African Republic, and Abyei. Slippery and rough, it has been determined that an off-road training course created by seasoned professionals from France and the European Union accurately mimics the conditions in UN peacekeeping mission regions. Experts meticulously instruct the Vietnamese officers on how to manage and control the vehicle, as well as the fundamentals of operating a 4-wheel drive vehicle for its type of terrain. As we know, of course, that the braking system's purpose is to slow down and stop the vehicle. However, we can only truly comprehend and practice what needs to be done during driving when the instructors explain how to smoothly and methodically combine the clutch and brake. The French and EU experts used the one-on-one training approach to guide Vietnamese trainees how to identify various terrain types, use winches and speed bumps, practice rescue towing, maintaining vehicles before and after use, and conduct off-road driving exercises based on mission scenarios. As women, I had some anxiety and fear when driving in difficult terrain, including uphills or through swamps. We received a lot of encouragement from the instructors to get over that fear. I was able to obey traffic laws and drive as safely as possible after I got over my nervousness.
They are very interested, and after 1 week we can see all the improvement of the trainees. And they will improve more in the last days of the course.
Vietnamese officers will be able to quickly adapt and carry out their tasks during future UN peacekeeping deployments with the help of this off-road driving training course, which gives participants the abilities they need to navigate various types of terrain. Coming up next, Vietnam posts trade surplus of over $23 billion in 10 months. Vietnam boosts OCOP product exports to global markets. October alone witnessed a significant surge in trade activity, with the total value of foreign trade reaching over $69 billion. This marks a substantial 5.1% increase from the previous month and an 11.8% year-on-year growth. The cumulative trade value for the first 10 months of the year soared by 15.8% annually to nearly $648 billion. The United States becomes Vietnam's largest export market with a turnover of over $98 billion, while China is the country's largest export market with a turnover of nearly $118 billion during the period. According to the Vietnam Foreign Investment Agency, in the first 10 months of this year, Vietnam attracted $27 billion in foreign direct investment, an increase of nearly 2% of the last same period. Beyond simply maintaining FDI capital quantity, there has been a notable shift in quality as Vietnam solidifies its position as a destination for major corporations and tech firms. In addition to newly registered capital, the total disbursed volume of foreign direct investment in October reached $19.58 billion, an increase of 8.8% of the last same period. Many large projects in the fields of semiconductors, energy, component manufacturing, electronic products, and highly value-added products have been newly invested or received additional capital in 10 months. The structure and flow of foreign direct investment into Vietnam have undergone a positive transformation. The proportion of capital in the processing and manufacturing industry continues to increase. Their investment in projects of large corporations in the fields that Vietnam has prioritized. The Vietnamese government has made efforts to prepare the best conditions for the operation of investors in high-tech industries. Vietnam aims at affirming its role as the reliable partner and becoming an important link in the global technology value chain in the near future. The Ministry of Planning and Investment has reported to the Prime Minister and then been allowed to establish specialized working groups to support large corporations with potential in resolving their problems and difficulties, which is expected to encourage them to increase investment in Vietnam. While upgrading its comprehensive strategic partnership with most countries with developed industries, Vietnam has worked on developing a degree on the establishment, management, and exploitation of the investment support fund given to high-tech and green transition projects. The country has also considered the adoption of new preferential policies to attract new investment projects for sustainable development, as the country has tried to seize opportunities to participate in the global technology value chain. Though product quantity and creativity have increased significantly in recent years under the OCOP or One Company One Product program, the outcomes still fall short of what may be achieved. For cooperatives looking to export OCOP items, trade export laws and lack of emphasis on research to produce more appealing products continue to be major obstacles. New strategies and innovative ideas are required to advance OCOP products on the international scale. This unit stated that despite their products being certified by the esteemed five-star OCOP, they have had limited success in international markets and have only been able to access domestic distribution channels. Although our products have been certified by OCOP, we have not yet been able to export them. In order to export our goods to the global market, we expect that ministries and pertinent authorities will help us meet the unique requirements set by each nation for products. The path to exporting OCOP goods has not been straightforward for those who have succeeded. They disclosed that the mere possession of an OCOP certification does not ensure that the products will be readily available for export or sale. Numerous obstacles exist, particularly in light of the target markets. Two of the people in our village who would like to export coffee. We've gradually been able to accomplish that, but we'll still have to deal with paperwork, traceability costs, and other legal concerns. But over time, a lot of organizations have helped us, and now everything is moving much more smoothly.
cái mong muốn của khách hàng.
In order to meet the needs of our customers, we must prioritize their desires. This implies that we should pay attention to what customers genuinely want rather than merely what we have. I think there is little doubt that our items may be exported, both domestically and internationally. Since OCOP products are regional specialties, they must be polished and enticing to consumers in order to draw in foreign clients. Furthermore, enhancing product quality is crucial to assisting OCOP producers in broadening their access to global markets. The first stage is strict adherence to green production standards and food safety laws. It is the end of the latest news bulletin. You can watch our news again at QPVN.vn. For now, goodbye and see you next time.